I am all about feminism until I have like 10 bags to bring down the elevator and to the car when I have to go to the airport. Because at that point, like, that's a blue job. That can't be my responsibility. And here I am doing blue jobs. It doesn't feel fair.
Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Taylor the Fiend back again, and today we are taking a look at modern women realizing that feminism was an obvious scam. Don't forget to leave your thoughts and your comments, and let's just jump right into the video.
On today's episode of Decentering Men, I want to talk about the honest fact that the hardest part about being single and living alone is by far being able to afford it. It is very expensive to be alive right now. And a lot of women, myself included, we find ourselves in these professional roles that are more supportive, right? And because of that, it's almost like they treat your pay as if it's like a supplemental income, as if you have a man making six figures at home and your money is just like shopping money or Monopoly money. It's like, actually, no, my rent is almost $2,000 a month. So
you are not entitled to more money simply because you are single. That is not how that works at all.
Can we have a conversation around, like, I work 40 hours a week and you want to pay me $2,200 a month? Like, that's literally not a livable wage. But until you kind of learn how to have that conversation and negotiate for yourself and get a better job, you're in that position because you need something, right? And all of this to say, I don't necessarily have a solution for this other than it's a double-sided conversation about earning and about spending. You got to make more money, you got to spend less money. That's the simple answer. And I don't have the answers on how to do either of those because I'm not a money girl.
If your job isn't paying enough, then get another job and learn to budget. That's what men have to do.
Does anyone else feel like they're absolutely fucking drowning financially? As a single 29-year-old woman, I have 3 jobs and I'm still fucking struggling, and I'm just getting myself farther and farther into credit card debt because I don't have enough after the first of the month to avoid using it. It just isn't working.
This is the reality for every adult in the West right now, pretty much, but you won't hear us whining about it.
Full-time job. Not doing it. Got a second job. It's barely doing it. The third job. Hit or miss. If I even get paid on time. I feel like I'm drowning and I don't know what to do.
There's plenty of things that she can do to save money, but her wants take priority over her needs.
Don't mind me, I have the sniffles because it's cold outside. But I was just like pondering, as I do. And I just feel like women should not have to work ever unless like they want to, like when they feel like it, sure. But it shouldn't be like mandatory, like I have to come into work today. Like it's just like if I feel like it, like okay, cool. But then, like, other than that, like, I just kind of want to get paid to do, like walking around, or, like, baking something, or just, like, staring at the sunset. Like, can a check just, like, come in the mail for just living life? I don't know. I just think that'd be pretty great. Whoever can get that done first wins.
It seems like the modern woman's dream is to just do nothing and reap impossible levels of financial benefits. It's actually hilarious.
My friends' men know that the dating pool has piss in it. I know that sometimes for us single girls, it's not the easiest out there. I'm super independent. I do a lot of things by myself. But sometimes, damn, I really don't want to hang my TV up or carry in something super heavy for my car or check something out with my car that's going wrong. It's just a neighborly thing to do. If you're asking, hey, could you just help me with this real quick? This has never, ever, ever, ever been an issue for my friends or any of their men. So to see this so widely.
Being independent means doing everything yourself. Men are not obligated to help you.
Debated. I'm a little shocked. Maybe that's a testament to their character and not the general populations, that they just are good people. So if a neighbor or a friend asks them for help, they're happy to step in and they don't think of anything weird or malicious about it. Because you know what? My friends trust me and they trust their men. So why would it be a problem if I need someone to hang my TV up? And then the debate is like, oh, you just hire someone to do it. So I have to pay someone to help me when you don't? Not to mention, I have to be the one who jeopardizes my safety and invite a strange man into my home to hang my TV.
This whole safety argument is nonsense. She doesn't want to pay a man to hang her TV for her.
for me. If anything, I would just like my friend's man to come stand in there with me just to make sure nothing goes wrong. And sad that like we're living in a place that's diminishing the idea of a village or a community. Because I can guarantee that when my friends get married and have babies, they're going to ask me to bring them gifts or come to their wedding and come to their baby shower and pay for things. And I'm so happy to do that. I'm so happy to celebrate them. But that's just what a village does. I help and support them. They help and support me too. Just in maybe a less traditional way.
Buying a gift and demanding free physical labor from a man are not the same thing.
I know something wild. Women traded family for a 9-to-5 and then they called it liberation. Just think about it for a second. Our grandmothers prayed for husbands so that they could work hard, raise kids, and build a strong home. That was the dream. Security, love, and purpose. Then feminism came along. Told women that being a wife and being a mother is oppressive. So what did we do? We left the home to work for men that don't love us at companies that will replace us the second we get burnt out. That's not freedom, that is slavery in heels.
Men tried to warn feminists that this would happen, but they chose not to listen to men.
Feminists are such fake activists. Like, I can't believe we're in 2025 and y'all are still talking about fighting for the right to work. Bitch, you can literally clock in, quit, go get another job. Like, what are y'all talking about? Go enjoy that. Go clock the fuck in. All this fake activism and shit, like, you guys actually think posting on social media is doing something to push the culture forward.
The feminists got exactly what they wanted, then they complained that it wasn't what they expected. I mean, too bad, so sad.
Women are not meant to work 9-to-5 jobs. I've said this before and I'll say it again. We shouldn't have to work 9-to-5 jobs. Women are meant to go to Pilates class, tan by a pool, read a good book, take care of the children, make good food, and be provided for by a man. There's no way a woman can be in her feminine energy if she's sitting at a 9-to-5 job or she's unhappy.
It's interesting how the first things that she listed involve doing as little as possible. It's awfully telling, don't you think?
Worst part is there's women out there that are having to fill that masculine role in the office, getting things done because they have to be. They're covering bills. They're paying for half of dinner when a man should be paying for the tab every time. When did we as a society decide that women should go to a 9-to-5 job, feel some gratification instead of staying at home with the kids?
That's the world that they demanded. You can't change it back now that you are a little bit exhausted.
I'm 30 and single, and I am in this phase of my life where I'm no longer going for my type. I feel like we've all adopted our type as a defense mechanism and not allowing for other people to enter our orbit and date people that we wouldn't normally date. And I've been thinking a lot about the unhealthy habits that I have adopted with dating, and I realize that it is a red flag if I ever find myself trying to impress men on a date.
This is a complicated way of saying that she's desperate for any man to pay attention to her.
Like if I'm ever trying to impress them with my knowledge about basketball, or if I'm trying to impress them with my tech career journey, or just talk about my accomplishments that I've had in my life, it should be a sign that I should run for the hills. Because someone should be impressed with me that I am authentically myself and being myself, and they should just be impressed with who I am, not because I know some Kobe Bryant statistics or that I've worked in tech. So next time you're on a date, finding yourself trying to impress someone or just impress someone with witty banter, give yourself a second to check in and figure out whether you actually like this person or this is just your ego needing some validation.
This is a realization that came to her far too little and too late in life. She's aged out of the dating market at 30.
Can someone tell me how a single person is supposed to survive in the UK right now? Because the numbers just don't add up. Everyone keeps saying it's cheaper to be single, live on your own. That's not the case. If you're not a couple, you have to pay all of that on your own. So let's talk about rent. So you're talking 650 to 1,200, depending on where you live. These are averages.
They should have thought about the expenses before going online to scream that men are useless. Just a thought.
Okay. Then you've also got to think about your council tax, another 180, 120, depending on where you are again. Then that's before you've got food, before you've got utilities, before you're paying your TV license, everything. You are paying 100% of all of that. Before you've even started living, you're looking at 1,200 to 1,600 per month. Again, these are averages, not necessarily accurate depending on the
Yes, being an adult is expensive. This isn't a grand revelation, it's common sense.
area that you live in. I think the thing that gets me is people just say, well, go and get a better job, go and get a higher paid job, go and learn a skill. Yeah, you can do all of that, but we shouldn't have to. If at the end of the day, if you're working full time, if you're doing a 35-hour plus a week, you shouldn't need to go and get a second job. You shouldn't need to have a side hustle, but people are, and that's the only way they're getting by. Or they're using credit because they just doesn't add up. The cost of living versus the average salary or the minimum wage salary in the UK, it doesn't match. No matter what, you're always going to be worse off.
This is something that affects everybody, but she is convinced it is only targeted at single women.
Feminism is not the issue, but what it's turned into is. The original fight was for equality, votes, jobs, and just mutual respect. But somewhere along the way, equality morphed into superiority. Now, women are told, you don't need a man. Depending on him, it makes you weak. Be soft and nurturing. That's betrayal. Femininity was never weakness. But when women started trying to outman men, the polarity disappeared. No push, no pull, no leadership, no trust. Just two people fighting for control, wondering why the attraction is dead.
Feminists don't want equality, they just want to be given everything that they want on a silver platter for nothing.
So I'm just sitting in the truck, in the doctor's office parking lot, waiting to go in. You know, about 5 years ago, I probably would have got out to help. They don't need no man. I've also been sitting here for about 25 minutes, and they've been doing it for about 25 minutes.
Helping women like that runs the risk of being put on blast for no reason. They're on their own, in my opinion.
I just need to ask, what is the expectation for chivalry in 2026? The last 2 months, every time I get on a subway, all of the men are sitting, the women are standing. Even when it's not crowded and every seat is taken by a man, I'll be having my bag, my coffee, holding my dog. Nobody even bats an eye, looks up from their phone to offer me their seat. The only person that has done it recently was an elderly man, which obviously I did not allow him to give me his seat.
You can't treat men like crap for several decades and still expect men to be chivalrous afterwards. Not how it works.
I am an independent woman, but it's the way that I am in my parking lot trying to look as pathetic as humanly possible so that any man with a shovel will take pity on me and dig my car out of the ice drift that it's currently in. I have a pickaxe, a spade, and a shovel, and I'm just a girl. I know that I box and I'm strong. It doesn't mean that I should have to do that.
She said that she's independent. That literally means that she has to dig out her car on her own.
I'm too cute. I'll buy you coffee and pastries as thank you. I'll let you sit in my presence. It's the way that yesterday I asked a man if I could borrow his shovel, and he had the audacity to say yes, but not for too long, without offering to dig me out himself. Where is chivalry? I already know people are going to come for me with this one. But look, I really am just a girl. If I was in a romance novel, this would be the perfect opportunity for a meet cute.
You can't bribe a man with coffee and donuts just to get out of manual labor. We're too busy.
I am all about feminism until I have 10 bags to bring down the elevator and to the car when I have to go to the airport. Because at that point, that's a blue job. That can't be my responsibility. And here I am doing blue jobs. It doesn't feel fair.
Whining about having to carry your own groceries is just downright hilarious, honestly.
And as a single girly, let me tell you a few things I'm not going to miss when I finally get a man or a husband. Husband, heavy on the husband. I would never, ever, ever, ever miss taking out the trash. Taking out the trash. First thing to go. Secondly, your girl would not miss walking a dog at night.
She sees men as servants who are just supposed to do all of the work that she doesn't want to do.
Doing that. I walk them through the day, morning, but nighttime, my man's got to do that. Number 3, I would never, ever, ever miss maintenance on my car. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Get my oil changed, babe. My oil needs to be changed. My tire is flat. What? Last but certainly not least, any heavy lifting. Any heavy lifting, any building. I'm not doing it. Can I do it? Yes. Am I strong, independent? Yes. But if I have a man, I will not be building it.
It's never a good idea to talk about all of the things that you are not willing to do if you have a man. That sounds like a recipe for disaster, aka a recipe to get left by the man.
Ladies, learn how to change your tires yourself. I just got a flat not too long ago, so I decided that I was going to go to the nearest gas station and fill up my tire. Come to find out, there's a hole in my tire that I can't fix. So when I go back to see if I can be able to put the donut on my car, I can't do it because I have rheumatoid arthritis, so I don't have enough strength to be able to grip in my hands. So I go into the gas station to see if I can ask the attendant if he can help me. If he can help me, and he literally gives me the literal Gen Z stare, and he says, I can't help you. You're going to have to drive to the nearest gas station. Sir, I came here because this was my nearest gas station, and the next one is not for another half a mile, which my car won't make it to because I could probably die on the road.
There are services that you can call to help you with your tire. It really isn't that damn deep.
He then continues to give me a Gen Z stare and says, well, you're just going to have to call for a tow. So I literally asked him, I'm like, hey, will you be able to help me crank up my car to put the donut on it? The guy then continues to Gen Z stare me and just be like, no, I can't help you. You're just going to have to call a tow. So when they tell you that chivalry is not dead, let this be a lesson to you that yes, it is. A majority of men nowadays, even still, when they see someone in distress, especially a lady in distress, they're not going to help. I would have done this all by myself if I was not in a rheumatoid arthritis flare and I couldn't be able to grip properly. So let this be a cautionary tale to you ladies. Learn how to change your own tires, learn how to change your own oil, and learn how to do the basic minimum upkeep on your car. Because a lot of people, a lot of these men seem like they don't owe you anything, and quite frankly, no one owes you anything. But they don't even want to give you the basic human decency of being helpful. So just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind.
That isn't chivalry. That's a dude who doesn't want to risk his job to jack up someone's car. If you would like to get early access to videos, weekly lectures, and case study breakdowns of human behavior, make sure you check out the members area link below in the video description. Otherwise, make sure to click on one of these videos on screen now if you enjoyed. Make sure you take care of yourself, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.